let's put your body through a process that lets you see that you can be a good shooter if you can master this concept. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to cover or really expand on a concept that I shared in a recent video called This Is Why You Miss. A lot of people got a lot of value from the video. There were also some people that attacked the concept in it. So I want to explain, not because I care about the people that attack the concept, but I don't want the people who got value from it to be confused by their comments. So in the video, I talk about this concept that every shot should be a surprise. And the theory behind it is the number one reason that I see people struggle with shooting is because they anticipate the recoil. It's recoil anticipation. There's all these theories out there, trigger jerk, all this stuff. Man, the number one reason people miss is because they are scared of the recoil. And so this training concept, this training that I put people through helps them to understand that it is the recoil that is making them miss, which allows them to gain confidence in the fact that they're not a bad shooter, that it's just the fact that they're scared of the recoil. And this particular training allows them to overcome the fear and see, again, that that is the problem, which will make them a better shooter, because once they gain confidence and the fact that they can put rounds on target with a solid grip, right? A solid trigger pull, good stance, all good fundamentals, then they know that they can become a better shooter. Jake, come here real quick. I'm going to use you for a demonstration. I'm going to use the genius cameraman. So, all right. So just put your hand up like you're going to give me a 5. Okay. Just do what comes natural. Okay. Oh, all right. Thank you. That was perfect. What I just demonstrated was an anticipation. Okay. He saw my hand coming. We know what the gun's going to do. We know there's going to be recoil. And so we anticipate it, just like Jake just did. A high five. No fear. Should be no fear in a high five, right? But he saw the hand coming and he tried to counter the force that was coming into his hand. That's what we do with the gun. When we have the sights on target and we think the shot's going to break, then I try to counter that recoil, which drives the gun down and the shot misses target. So if we can understand, if we can learn to not anticipate that recoil, and one of the ways to do that is by letting the shot be a surprise. Now, for the guys that attacked it, no, every shot shouldn't be a surprise. You should let the round go as soon as, at the exact moment that you want. I get that. You should. But this is just a crawl before you walk, before you run thing. This is just, hey, let's understand, right, how to not anticipate recoil. Let's put your body through a process that lets you see that you can be a good shooter if you can master this concept. So I'm going to go back through how I do this training so that you guys can see. We're going to put some rounds on target and I'll show you what I do. What I do is I take a shooter, I come out and say, hey, I want you to come out after we've already covered all the fundamentals. I want you to slowly squeeze the trigger, just as slow as you can get. Pull the trigger back and tell yourself, don't anticipate the recoil. As you're pulling the trigger back, don't anticipate the recoil. Don't anticipate the recoil. And just keep pulling the trigger back until the shot breaks. You're just slowly pulling it back. You don't know exactly when the shot's going to break because you're not activating your trigger as fast as you can at a specific moment. You're just slowly pulling and then the shot will break. Okay, so I'm going to show you this real quick. You guys can see the concept. Again, there were a bunch of people that commented and were like, hey, man, this is so valuable. This is the problem that I see at the range, and this has fixed my issue. And I can't tell you so many shooters that I have come out with, done this training, and it has been like a light bulb for them. So here we go. We come out, okay, we come on target, and we just slowly squeeze the trigger till the shot breaks, okay? We do it again. Come out on target, and we just slowly squeeze the trigger. Okay, do it again. Slowly squeeze the trigger. Just slow squeeze. Okay. That's what we do over and over again. You guys can see the target. Rounds are stacked on top of each other. what it does is it allows me to become really intimately familiar with the gun. Okay, it allows me to understand what's happening when I squeeze the trigger. Moving that slow allows me to understand how my dot moves and what happens when the round fires. When I'm shooting, of course, I have a lot of training, a lot of rounds. When I'm shooting, if I let a round go and it's going to be a bad round, I know before I even look at the target. And so this drill will allow you to become really, really familiar with your gun. You really get to feel what the trigger does, how your grip does, and then you analyze the shot afterwards, and you can see what happens compared to how the gun felt in your hand. Now, as we fast forward, right, this is just the crawl step. As we start to move forward, then we can start to increase speed, start doing on a cadence, and then we can start to decide exactly when we want the shot to break. So I come out, and I want to start, let's say I'm going to shoot on a 1 second cadence. So that's 1, 2. Okay, I know that I'm going to pull the trigger on a 1 second cadence. So I have decided, but I already learned and understood how to defeat the recoil. So it allows me to do that with accurate rounds. Okay, that was 3 more shots. All the rounds are touching. They're all stacked on top of each other because, again, I have good fundamentals: stance, draw, grip, trigger, pull, all good fundamentals. But I have learned how to not anticipate the recoil, which is what allows me to put rounds on target, and really what allows me to make sure that I'm stacking rounds on top of each other. So I hope that gives you guys more value. Again, for those who disagree, that's cool. I mean, you teach your own way. I mean, it's good to have different instructors and different concepts, but I'm telling you, this has been the #1 training tool that I have used to take bad shooters and turn them into good shooters. So quick shout out to our partners, guys. Mighty Oaks, a phenomenal organization serving the military and first responder community. If you are a veteran, active duty, or come from the first responder community, Mighty Oaks has a program for you to help you deal with the hardships that you face at work. It's completely free, so there are no excuses for not to go. It is a faith-based peer-to-peer program that walks you through just how to function, how to deal with the hardships that you encounter in a life of service. I've been through the program. I work with Mighty Oaks. It's a great organization, so make sure you check them out. You can go to mightyoaksprograms.org to learn more. Again, hope you guys enjoy it. Remember, violence is a virtue. We'll see you guys next time.